Welcome to Rauta. This is Finland. Okay, bye. Oh, just kidding, motherfuckers. Today we have a band from Estonia, a nearby country, a kind of a relative country to Finland, different and yet the same. And we have all this weird sense of humor that nobody will understand, especially if you're an American one. Now, yeah, that's a kind of a personal comment to you. Just fucking with you. We have Loits here, a Estonian black metal band. Ahto, who the fuck are you and why should people care about you?
You just said I'm Ahto.
Yeah, but what do you do in the band and how would you describe the music of Loits for people who are...
I am Loits.
You are Loits.
Yes, we have a bunch of friends playing together now 25 years already. That's it.
But Loits is not a typical black metal band. And before you start answering, I want to say, it's not your typical black metal band, you know, with pentagrams and inverted crosses and, you know, the typical kind of a satanic imagery coming from the 1990s Norway. So why Loits is different and more importantly, how? Too much a question.
Of course we're different, but how? You can tell it, because I don't know why and how. We're just playing music we like to play, and we are totally free from any kind of contracts and stuff like that. We can do everything what we want. So,
why you choose to do Loits in the way you do? Why be Estonian view of black metal instead of being something, I don't know, more commercial?
I don't know. Is it? I even don't know. Is it to do things in Estonian way? I think we do it our way. We just want to do good music, and that's all. That's all. We don't have any plans, any special ideas to conquer world or something like that. We just want to do good music and enjoy it.
Why did you choose this style, or did the style choose you?
Probably the style hits us because we, in our everyday life we listen quite different kind of music. I don't even consider myself as a metalhead. So.
But Loits is very much metal, and like you said, it has been here for like 25 years. If we go a little bit back in time, what got you started with the band to begin with?
It was quite easy. We thought that the metal scene is quite dull. It's just beer and fun, and we wanted to do something different, just something what have really meaning. And we had a bunch of friends, and with the same ideas, and that was the start. It's quite natural start. We just wanted to avoid everything what happened in the metal scene.
Now, how has these 25 years or so, how have they changed you in a way that you create music and how you see the band operating?
Yeah, we're getting older. and of course, we still avoid metal scene.
Why do you want to avoid metal scene?
I don't know. We do not find anything very special there. That's why.
You have had always kind of a, I don't know how to describe it perfectly, but you have had this kind of a connection with Finland. You've been playing here, and you have a lot of Finnish metalhead friends along the years, I guess me included in a way.
Yeah, of course.
But what is this Estonian-Finnish connection, or is it just you with Finnish metal scene that is so compatible?
Maybe I'm an older person, and when I was young, the only good movies came from Finnish TV. So I can easily speak Finnish, that's why, maybe. And still, jokes are same, everything is same. We are culturally very, very close to each other. So,
do you think these are different kind of mindset when we're talking about Baltic countries and Nordic countries versus, say, more Central or Western Europe, not to mention United States or UK?
I'm proud to be a Nordic. But also I'm proud to be Eastern Europe, from Eastern Europe, because things are in better condition right now than in politically, economically, in every fucking sense. I like to consider myself as Eastern European. person also.
Yeah, Estonia has been kind of a between the two, like between the West, but also between Russia. So kind of a having had this Russian regime and all that stuff, and obviously influencing a lot of things, but since Estonia got independence and all that stuff, I guess you have been in a kind of a crossroads of things. How has this affected in your scene or the way that you see metal?
Not at all, I think. We don't have any influences from eastern side, from Russia or something like that. Of course, nowadays the best black metal bands are from Eastern Bloc probably. I don't like new black metal bands a lot, but you asked about what connection we have with Finnish people and Estonian people. We have the same connection,
Booze.
No booze.
Karjala.
We have same enemy.
Yeah, so there's kind of a political layer that defines.
It's not political; it's cultural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you expand on that?
Explain or expand?
Explain to the audience, because I guess there are a lot of people who don't know shit about it.
When Loits is telling stories about Second World War, we're wearing German uniforms and stuff like that. We have troubles everywhere, but we can play in Finland, for example, because we know our history, we know the story behind it. This is not a Nazi stuff, There was only opportunity. Estonians helped Finland in talvisota.
Talvisota being Winter War, where Finland had quite a fight with Russia, the big enemy coming from the east. So these are all political ties that kind of reflect your music as well, and that is something that I wanted to talk about the audience. That you're not your typical band with pentagrams and inverted crosses and all black clothing, because you have actually this kind of a historical war clothing that you have been used in your promo photos and whatever, and some people have confused that to be it as a political statement, and it has led you to various accusations and problems. Can you elaborate on that?
It's quite easy, but Loits is very sincere, because when we were teenagers we started to understand the history and stuff, and how much it was against to be Estonian and stuff like that in Russian time, behind the Iron Curtain. Then of course it was good fire to start band, lots of inspiration and stuff like that. It just burned inside us. It wanted to say that the history is different.
Why do you think people then misunderstand the whole point of Loits by making these stupid allegations?
You said it already. Stupid. This is just stupid.
So is it because people don't read?
Life is not black and white. There is always grey area, and Estonia have always been in a grey area for a reason, because we are between east and west. We have to be always awake. Something very bad will happen, so we have to be awake. So
you kind of mentioned earlier, but let's give it for the sake of an example. Like, what could be your typical lyrics like, which kind of explain what Loits is about? Is there a song or two you would say, like, you need to read these lyrics to understand the whole band?
Yeah, it's quite simple. There is no magic behind it. For example, the first song we're going to play today is about Estonian men who came to Finland and helped Finland to be free, and they came back to Estonia and fought with the Germans till the end. So just to help our friends, help to our country to get free, and that's it. It's just quite simple.
Could we even go as far as to say Loits is basically doing the same thing in Estonian black metal way than, say, Bowl Thrower is doing in death metal, like singing about war stories and showing people history?
Yeah, but we are closer to the main story, because our grandfathers and grandmothers were the people we're talking about. Even we take the rules of our grandfathers. For example, grandfather's brother was called. His name was Lembit Lehtmets. My name is Ahto Lembit Lehtmets. I got the name because him, and he fought in a German uniform in Second World War, and he died in Czechoslovakia. So it's very close to us. It's not about the stories. It's not about singing songs and stuff like that from far countries or something. It's our story. It's our grandfather's stories.
Is it kind of like how to say, to pay homage to these people, to kind of show your gratitude and remembering their names?
Because Europe still do not understand it. Even in Estonia, there are problems to talk about, and this is insane. Because, come on, the man who. My grandfathers who fight for Estonian freedom still can't tell because they have the wrong uniform. The uniform maybe was wrong, but the enemy was right.
Exactly. Now, you said the world isn't black and white, and everybody with a brain actually knows that. But when we're talking about especially black metal and having these kind of sensitive topics, it seems that people spend more time, misunderstanding things than rather learning things and getting things right. How can Loits help people to understand the world? Is it just with lyrics, or is there other ways?
I don't think that this is a kind of mission for us. This is just a story we're telling. I don't think that we have to go to special places and tell the story. Everyone have to understand. I don't care, understand or not. If you live in your fucking bubble, or a bubble or something like that, I don't care. This is his own problem. I can't turn every fucking Antifa guy to the Loits fan or something like that. This is impossible. And if you are a sane person, you understand that this is impossible. I don't want to be in dialogue with such people. Discuss them.
Fair enough, I get your point. Okay, let's talk more about music and get to the lighter spectrum of the whole deal here. Talking about music, which kind of bands inspire you nowadays that it's more like 25 years since you've been in the band? Are they still the same names, or do you have some new, fresh ideas or bands that help you to create music?
Good question, because of course the new waves hits us also, of course. But if you listen to our last album that is recorded thousands years ago already, but there are strong influences about indie bands like Pixies and so on. So as myself, I listen mostly non-metal music. So those all those electronic bands or prog bands influence much more than nowadays black metal bands, for example. It's very hard to find anything that amuses me or something.
Have you considered a side project to go with Loits to explore other kinds of things?
Yeah,
like
of course we have got many some ambient festival asked us to make ambient Loits or something like that also, but yeah, why not? But the main thing is to make new Loits album. I think this is most important, and that will be a black metal album for sure.
Before we started the interview, you mentioned that Loits is kind of a slow band in the terms that, like, you don't make quick moves and release a lot of material. So has coronavirus or COVID-19 affected you at all?
Didn't affect us at all.
Did you even notice it?
Actually, yes, we noticed it because we had a tour with Moonsorrel last year, and it went very well. But it was exactly that point when everyone started to talk about the corona. So, but maybe we lost one or two festivals, maybe, and that's all. Maybe it gave time us to talk with each other more, and maybe we have quite many new members, if you notice it. So
we could talk about new members. It's been like so many years since I saw Loits on stage, and obviously you have had your own lineup changes. Can you kind of sum it up how things changed over the years, or more importantly, why?
Why?
Natural causes?
Yeah, of course. It's funny thing that Loits produce itself. So there will be Loits 100, and also because nowadays our drummer is son of our ex-drummer and our keyboard player. So our sons and the daughters start to play Loits, and so it lasts forever. It's 1,000 years of Loits. It's going to be.
So you are like doing what Kiss wanted to do before Kiss gets to do it.
Yeah.
Loits, Estonian Kiss.
We produce ourselves new Loits members. So yeah. Yes.
All right. Can you tell? Are there any kind of plans for Loits 2022?
Of course, we have always had many plans.
But some plans that will actually come into fruition.
I hope so. Someday we release new album, and that's quite close because I feel it is quite close because new members have much more energy like we older guys have.
So people who come to Loits show, what they should expect?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Not even music.
Like a Turbo Nego said that we give all of what we have inside. For example, 20% or something.
So you're not a working class band in that sense.
Yeah. Our guitarist just said that it's boring to be in metal gigs because no one drinking anymore. So everyone is sober on stage. We are old school band. We are not going to be sober on stage.
So you're going to be a mess up.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, now people are like, okay, I like to think this way. Now people are like, over there, like, okay, I want to check out this Loits band. I want to know about this Estonian black metal act. Which release they should go with first, in case they have never ever heard of you?
Oh, okay. If you're a black metal fan, the easiest way to get into our music is probably the first album. When you want to hear something different, the most album is different, totally different from. It's already surfing away from black metal anyway. Yes.
What is your favorite one?
It's a hard question.
I know. That's why I ask it.
Actually, Rauta midagi, it's the first album. It's 20 years old right now. We played full show. It's the first album songs, and I really love that album. But it's a bit empty for me. So I think most album is the best one, and the best, the catchiest album is probably the second one. Have much trouble for us.
And which way people should get your albums or merchandise in case they?
We have only 3 albums. Take all of them. Easy.
Easy. Doesn't cost too much.
Yes.
All right.
It's cheaper than alcohol here, so.
If you could give one word of wisdom to your younger self, some 25 years ago, what would you tell?
Nothing, because everything I dreamed about to make music and all other things in my life, everything was already accomplished. So I feel like lucky man.
Do your own mistakes, pal.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Because if you do something, you make mistakes, and more mistakes you make, more you learn. Easy.
Like said, mistake is the first step to success. So go for that. Suck says. Okay, we're not gonna get into the wordplays. Thank you, Otto, for this chat. I wish you all the best. And people out there, check out Loits. It's an interesting band, both on stage and on albums. And what can I say? I hope you enjoy it. Take care, people. Cheers. Stay metal. Kiitos.
Se oli hyvä.
Kuinka pitkäksi meni suurinta? 20 minsaa. Not too long this time. Sometimes I have the habit of talking like 60 minutes, no, 40 minutes, and then it's like too much.
I think everything's said, so.